NAR membership is expected to drop by 200,000 members in 2026, and we already know that 87% of agents fail. I'm going to share with you the one roadblock that stops agents from realizing their potential. If you get some value out of this, or you like what you hear, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and if you want to schedule a call with our team to understand exactly how to succeed in these kind of market conditions, you can do that with the link in the comments. Let me share some brutal facts with you about the real estate market. According to NAR Leadership and Housing Wire, NAR membership is expected to drop from roughly about 1.4 million members to 1.2 million members. That's a 200,000 member drop in 2026. They are set to have a $32 million decline in revenue as a result of many things. And we already know the failure rate in real estate is 87% in 5 years. 87% of agents are going to be out of the business in 5 years, and 75% of new agents are out of the business after their first 12 months. And not to mention, 2024 and 2025 were some of the lowest amount of sales that we've seen, actually the lowest 2 years since the mid-1990s. So it's a tough market. The deck is stacked against you in real estate, and there's really what I found. You can go through and all the reasons why people fail. There's one thing that gets in the way more than anything else. Real estate's not easy, and the people that are committed, the people that follow a proven process and refuse to quit, thrive in these kind of markets. So let me explain. There's a proven process out there. You hear all kinds of real estate coaches, people like me, team leaders that have been in the trenches and actually do this stuff on a daily basis. They talk about running plays that work and following a proven process. And what we know is that data is going to beat your feelings, okay? Top agents, top performers, they all agree that you need to track what you're doing, you need to measure what you're doing and adjust it and give everything at least 90 days. A plan tied to numbers, to KPIs, key performance indicators, it shows what's working, where you can improve. It helps you adapt to market shifts with precision. So instead of thinking something's going to work or feeling something's going to work, use the data that you track to understand what's actually working or not. This is part of what is going to separate the people that survive and the people that don't. I call it Club 13, those 13% that make it more than 5 years in real estate. Then you want to run these plays that work. Instead of getting into your feelings, you want to run plays that work, because the reality is talent is very overrated in this business. I've met a lot of talented people that were not consistent in their actions. Consistency beats talent. Effort beats talent every single time. So we know that the data is going to beat your feelings, and talent is not going to be what gets you over the top. It's going to be consistency with your actions. And the business plan that you should be implementing, which we've talked about for weeks on this show, that's all we've been talking about. It's about daily actions that produce long-term results that are repeatable and scalable over time. So if you are consistent in what you need to do, you don't just work when you feel like it. You work Monday through Friday. You treat it like a career and execute every day, every week, every month, regardless of how you're feeling. That's going to help you win. And then the process is going to win, because top producers, agents that are selling lots of homes, they run the same plays over and over again. They don't chase new ideas all over the place every single week. They stay consistent with one thing over a 90-day period, and those proven processes are what's working for thousands of other people. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel here. You can understand, hey, if I want to have a call with someone that I know, I'm going to use the Ford script. The Ford script has been around forever. That's going to work. I know that when I call someone to follow up, I don't want to say I'm checking in. I want to deliver a fact and use an OFQ, an opening, a fact, and a question that's going to elicit a response, and it's about business and real estate. Not, hey, are you checking in? Checking in sounds like you're just trying to see if they're ready to buy or sell or not. These proven processes work. Practicing your scripts, role-playing so you don't practice on paychecks, and then also practicing your appointment with people who know how to deliver an appointment and have done it a number of times. We're talking like thousands of times. That's the process you want to commit to. There's proven processes all over the business. Whether you have a coach, you're with the right organization, you're with the right brokerage, doesn't really matter. The market right now is telling you it's hard to be successful. Getting in the right environment with proven processes that are going to work in a way that you can understand and implement day after day after day, that's the roadblock that stops agents from succeeding. So you want to make sure you're tracking your data, not your feelings. You want to run plays that work and run the same plays over and over that are already proven from somebody else. And it's going to be personality. It's going to be talent. Talent doesn't win. So you don't have to be the most charismatic. I know some very uncharismatic agents that sell a ton of real estate. I'm not going to say anything, but I'm sure some of them know who they are. They're just disciplined, because discipline will carry you when motivation can't. Systems make success repeatable. So when you're coming up with your plan, I would come up with 3 things you're going to do every single day. How many people you're going to talk to, how many calls you're going to make, how many emails or texts you're going to send, how often are you posting on social. You want to come up something tied to math and just do something that already works. If you're not sure what works, reach out to someone in your market who is doing something that's working. Talk to them. Talk to people outside your market. You'd be surprised at what high achievers and top producers are willing to share. And typically they'll share a lot of stuff because they know most people aren't going to do it. We know the numbers. NAR is going to be down massively. The failure numbers are high, and we're coming off a low year of transactions. There's a lot of people beating the market right now. Get around those folks. Take my 3 pieces of advice here to get over that roadblock of not implementing a proven process. It's about data. It's about proven processes. And it's about running plays that work. You do that, you're going to have a monster 2026.